Me and John Mustain of James Monroe Mavericks. John, first of all, a big win for you again. Another shutout. Your defense is playing lights out. I mean, that's 2 shutouts against 2 really good teams, Greenbrier West and Midland Trail the last 2 weeks. Just talk about your defensive play first.
You know, honestly, coming into this season, I didn't have a whole lot of worry about our defense because we had so many kids coming back who started there last year. Had pretty much our entire linebacker and core back. We did lose Dylan Page, who was a big loss. And secondary, we lost Grant Lively, who was a really good cover corner. Chaz Boggs has stepped in and done a fantastic job, which I really felt like he could. But the defense, I really haven't had too many worries with them. And like I say, coming in, I felt like they were going to be really good.
John, you guys I know you've been here, this is your second stint. So I was talking to Braydie Carr. He was telling me he came in as a 115-pound freshman. Tonight, he said really it was kind of the culmination of what he really worked for. He got 3 touchdowns, had up around 200 yards rushing. Yeah. Talk about that kid, what he's done and what he means to the program. Just to see a kid go from, 115-pounder ain't going to get too much run on a varsity football
and
team.
What that goes to show you right there is you can't tell how kids are going to grow, how they're going to develop in just a 4-year span. But yeah, he's done a fantastic job for us, and like I say, he's really done a great job, and he did a great job for us at D-back last year. And I had a strong feeling coming in this year that he could be a benefit to us in the run game too, and he's a benefit to us in the passing game as well. But I can't really say I'm surprised at the night he had tonight because I knew that he had those capabilities, and I'm extremely proud of what he did.
Did you come in, was the game plan to run, or did you just see because of the first drive that you were going to be able to, so you just stuck and rode that horse?
I think we felt like that our running game could do well, and one of the biggest aspects of that is I've been seeing this line really grow over the last 3 or 4 weeks, and they've gone through a lot of growing pains early in the season. Again, we had several of those kids back who played on the line for us last year. But if it were up to me, I'd run all the time. I mean, that's the game I like. I like the running game, especially. Now the thing of it is, if you're gonna run the ball, you gotta be able to finish and score. But the fact that you can take some time off the clock if you're doing it, if you're doing it successfully. And of course, some of our runs tonight, we didn't take too much time off the clock because we got some pretty long runs. But I think we felt like we could have some success running the ball against them tonight. But again, I give a lot of credit to that line because those kids have really come on.
Eli Allen, he's had 7 touchdowns in 3-4 games coming in to tonight, and didn't catch a pass tonight. Didn't have to because you were able to run, but he still made things happen when he was catching the ball. He was just on the other side of the.
Oh yeah.
And you told me he was a kid that he would lay out for interceptions.
Oh yeah. I mean he's just one of those kids that's got a knack, and it's you can't teach it. He's a kid who's a student of the game, whether it's basketball or football, and he just couple that with the fact that he has really great athleticism, but his ability to sit back here and see what's going on, and he even came up tonight and had a big tackle for us on a reverse. I mean, he's just so good at having that feel for the game. And again, it's something you can't really teach. It's something that it's almost, I don't, maybe it's a stretch to say it, but it's almost something that's innate in some athletes. But I mean, I just can't say enough about him. And I was so tickled when he decided he wanted to come out, and he kind of, it was only a day late last year that he decided to play. And I know it's a tough decision for him because he really loves basketball. And I think he has a career at the next level in basketball. Don't ask me what level because I don't know. But whatever level it is, I think he's going to be successful. But, it's really a big plus for us when he came out.
Has this team met your expectations, exceeded? Okay, I know it hasn't low. I know they're not low. Has it exceeded or met the expectations you kind of had at the beginning of the year?
I would say slightly exceeded. I really felt like coming into this season, because we had so many players back who got a lot of experience last year, I really felt like that we could be pretty successful. But you know, I would have to say probably exceeded to a certain degree, especially these last 2 weeks, because you know, both of these teams these last 2 weeks I had a great deal of concern about them, because they're two quality teams, they're two very well coached teams. But you know, again, we got a lot more to do, and right now I'm just talking regular season, but.
Well, you still got Nicholas coming up in a couple weeks.
We got Liberty, we got Nicholas, and Summers County is a daggone good team too. So we've still got a lot of work to do.
All right, John, great job tonight. Appreciate you, my friend.
Thank you, Dave.
You're the hardest guy to get a hold